I'll just see this. And we also have the three how to say three tools for the EZneers. And the first is the EZneer shade guide. All the shade guide made by the zirconia, made by the EZneers. We can see the picture. We have the HV, EW, BW, BWM, HV, LV, and some other colors. So when we choose the colors with the patient, we can use this kind of how say shade guide to choose the colors. And we also can see that the shape of the shade guide like a veneer, like a teeth. So when the patients choose the colors, we can put the shade guide on the patient's mouth, patient's teeth, and they can see the result. Like our patients who chose the EW, we can put the EW veneers on the patient's mouth, and he will check if it's too white or not white. Yeah, and all the shade guide made by the EZneers. So when the technician choose the colors, they don't have the difference with the doctors. So doctor tell the technicians use EW. The technician use EW is not different. And another one is the EZneer veneer zirconia clinical color selection guide. And this part, all doctors can use this one to choose the colors. Like if your patients don't have ideas for their teeth colors, so during this time, our doctors can use this one to select selection color to our patients. And another one is the plant, show plant. It has the zirconia and also has the teeth models. Has 7 colors teeth models on it. Okay. So at this part, I will introduce how to use the EZneer clinical shade selection guide. So on the top of the pictures, we can see the EW, BW, HV, LV, BWM, HVM, LVM. During this part, it means the how say it means the zirconia colors, the zirconia colors, and this part on the left of the pictures is the it's the patient's apartment teeth color. The leftmost row here is the patient's apartment colors, and we can see it has the bleach color, A1 color, A2 color, A3 color, and also has some brown dark colors. Okay. And also at here, we can see on the green circle, it has the 0.4 millimeters, 0.3 millimeters. It means the restoration space. Like our, we make the veneers, the thickness of our veneers is 0.4 millimeters or 0.6 millimeters. And at here, another green circle, it has the BL2, BL3. It means the final result. So for example, a patient's apartment teeth are dark colors. So many example like a patient's apartment teeth are dark colors, and he comes to the clinic and wants to use this material to turn his teeth into A1 colors, So at that time, the doctors has two color to choice. First is EW, another one is BW because the patient's color is brown dark and he want to get A1 color. So during this time, the doctor has two choice, EW or BW. If the doctors use the EW, we only need 0.4 millimeters veneer thickness to make A1. If we use the BW, we need to use the 0.6 millimeters thickness. So if the patients don't want prepare too much teeth, he can choose the EW. And if your patients want to how to get a more translucency color, more natural white colors, they can prepare 0.6 millimeters and use BW. That is the way to use this selection guide. And we also have the uh, uh, how to say we also make I'm sorry, I forgot the word. Uh, we also make some words to tell everyone how to use the selection guides. And maybe I think after training we can I can send the words to you. Yeah. Okay. And next is some cases we use the EZneer to make. And this one, I make it by the EW colors. And this one is the, I think maybe the LV. Yeah. And this one also by the BW. Yeah. Okay, so next part will I'll also make an easy way like to how to share with you how when we use the EZneer to make the veneers, which point we need to pay attention. We have 8 points. The first is the model training, and the second is the digital workshop and the design, and also the same way like when we make the natural, we make the uh, no more crowns like the tap setting cut and the stain, uh, centering, grinding. And the 7 point is very important, like used over lazy connect. And finally, glazing. So first part is the model training. This part is very important because uh, we all know that when a good model, a beautiful model is essential to make the successful restorations. So the first step is to check the impressions, and we need to keep the impressions to be clean, and also the abutment is complete, and also without the error or some bubbles. And now we also can use the intraoral scanners to get the teeth models, and it's more quickly and it's more how say more good. Okay. And next part, if we use the impression to get the teeth model, and the next part we need to trim the models. We need to trim the models, and this part is different uh, with the no more crowns. We just need to trim a little bit at the gingival part, and to we need to get the margin lines, and also we want to keep more gingival part, and to check the result of the restorations is beautiful, or the middle line is good, or some other things we need to check. And after that, it's a very how to say important part. Like we need to make the how to say digital workshops, and the workshop. I think most of I think everyone know that when we make the anterior teeth, usually our doctors want to get a workshop at first, and the doctors put the workshop result to our patient's mouth and let our patients to check because the aesthetic restoration of the anterior teeth, the patients have very strong requirements for the aesthetics. So, and usually our patients or doctors and technicians uh, usually have difference with the how to say the anterior teeth is beautiful or not. So there is very important, like before we make the final restoration, we need to uh, we need to let the patients to check the result. If they like, we will do the final restorations. If they feel some part need to change, we need to change the part and the next to make the final restorations. And for now, we have two ways to make the workshops. One is the traditional way, and another one is the digital way. And I believe that many of my friends, my customers, have already understood the digital workshops. So, what is the difference between the digital workshops and the traditional workshops? First, we can see if we want to make the digital workshops, and we can use the EZOCAD. Uh, that has a function of the make the mockup. Yeah, and also Spreadsheet also have these functions, and during this time we will introduce the ESOCAD to make the mockup, and the traditional workshops from the production difficulty. Traditional workshop is a little bit difficult, and it requires technician or doctors to have the more experience of the use the hand to make the workshops. But digital workshops is more simple because we can use the database tools in the softwares. So we can only choose the database and next just change a little bit. Yeah, it's more quick. And from the speed, the traditional workshop is a little bit slow, and and it's very difficult to transport. But for the digital workshops, it's more fast. And if our doctors have the printers, we can just send the STL to our doctors, and our doctors can printing the workshop directly. And the sickness control, the digital workshops, we can use the software tools to control the sickness. But also for the traditional workshops, our technicians have more experience to control the sickness. Like the picture shows, if you use the computer, if we use the software to make the workshop, we can control the sickness, and we also can how say communicate with our doctors, like how much sickness they want. And after the digital workshops and after workshops, and the next part is the design part. And for the EZneer, for the zirconia veneers, uh, the difficulty are the because we're making zirconia veneers, and the zirconia is a little bit soft before sintering, so we need to leave some thickness for the margin part. Uh, in the parameter setting to ensure the success of milling, not because of the thickness is too thin, and when it milling or when it moves, the margin line will easy to correct. And we also use the ESOCAD AutoCAD soft wires, and the number of the margin line part is the picture shows. The H horizontal width is 0.2 millimeters, and the H slope width is 0.1 millimeters, and the H angle is 40 to 60 degrees, like this picture shows. So when we design, we need to make sure the number is right, and also we need to keep the thickness of the margin lines. Okay, and next part is the typesetting. It's not too much different with the with the normal crayons. We just need to pay attention about the multi-layer colors such as HVM, LVM, and the BWM. And we need to be sure to choose the zirconia blocks with the thickness close to the teeth. Maybe an example, the teeth height is 10.5 millimeters. So we need to choose the 20 millimeters thickness zirconia blocks, and the count choice the 40 millimeters. And also, at this part is important that when we put the connecting rows, I stressed must put three connecting rows, because for the anterior teeth, usually maybe we can add here, and also here. But for the veneers, the lingual side, we can't add the connecting rows. So usually I suggest to use this way. It's more safe and to keep successful. And the connecting rows must be keep away from all the edge part, not like this, because if we put the connecting rows is too close to the margin line, it's very easy to correct when we grinding the connecting rows. So this part is right. We need to keep some hires, keep some space from the margin lines. And next step is milling, and it also not too much different with the normal milling. Just don't let your milling machine move, we need to check the milling burst. The milling burst is in his working time, and not be if because our EZneer, because the thickness of our EZneer is not how to say, is very thin, so just maybe 0.3 0.4 millimeters. So it's very important that we need to check the cutting burst, the milling burst. Yeah, we need to keep the milling burst in his working time. And next, after milling, we need to remove the connecting rows, and also we suggest to use the tangent burst, and to remove the connecting rows. And the speed of the speed of grinding we suggest is 30,000 reel for 1 minute, or 35,000 reel for 1 minute. Yeah, and after we grinding and moving the connecting rows, the next part is important. We become to the centering part, and our centering program, like the picture shows, we have two centering curves for the EZneers. The first one is the fast centering curves. It only 3 hours. And another one is the slow centering curves. We need to use 10 hours. And also because the EZneer, all the single part, like a single crown, single veneers, it doesn't like the long bridge. So usually when I make the veneers by EZneers, I prefer to use the fast centering curves because it's very quick and also will get the good result. But we will see the difference with the centering programs. It's a little bit with the maybe we used the 3D Pro the super effect there. We can see the centering program is different. It has three heating times. Three heating times. The first one is 20 degrees to 1100 degrees, and another one is 101 degrees to 104 1000 1100 degrees to 1400 degrees. And the third part is the 1400 to 1510 degrees. So it's three part. One, two, three part. And we have to use this special centering curves for these materials for centering. And no part of the curves can be changed. This is very important because if we change the centering programs, the EZneer will, after centering, the EZneer will looks not very translucency or very looks not very good, and it maybe will happen like not centering enough, very white, and then no translucency. So here is very important that we need to use the special centering curves. Yeah. And after centering is the grinding and polishing. And it also like the our normal zirconia and also like our 3D Pro. Yeah, first is the rough grinding. And the rough grinding, we can change the shape, change the occlusal surface, and also we can move some special lines on the veneers. And the rough grinding speed is 20,000 to 35,000 real for 1 minute. And also because the rough grinding tools is very strong, very hard. So when we use these tools, the pressure should not be too high during we grinding. And we can't use these tools to grinding the margin line. Here is very important. We can't use this one to grinding the margin line because it's very hard. So if we use these tools to grinding the margin line, it's very easy to crack the margin lines. So if we want to grinding the margin line to be thin, the thickness to be thin, we can use this one, the fine grinding. And the fine grinding is undertake the step of the rough grinding. And also the grinding tools is more soft. So when we use these grinding tools, we can make the surface looks more smooth. And the fine grinding speed is also 20 degrees, 20,000 to 35,000 real for 1 minute. And after rough grinding, and we need to be sure that the fine grinding had to grind, and it will make the surface look more smooth. And we also can how is it, because the grinding tools is more safe, more soft, so we can use the less power to grinding the margin lines, to the grinding the circle part. And the final steps, we need to use the rough polishing and make the surface smooth and a little bit shining, Look, make the veneer surface, and the speed, the speed of the rough polishing, which that is 10,000 to 60,000 real for 1 minute. And after fine grinding, we can use the rough polishing to polish the how say the nick edge, the margin line, and this tools is more safety. This tools is safety tools to grinding the margin lines. So if we want to get the margin line more thin, uh, we can use the rough polishing, yeah, to grinding. Mhm. Okay, and after all the grinding part, and if we make the no more zirconia, the final step is the how say the stain and glaze. But when we make the veneers, before we stain and glaze, we need to spray a layer of the lazy connect. Lazy connect. And so after finishing grinding, we come to a very important part that is to spray the lazy connect. And we all know that the zirconia itself is difficult to be acid and bonding. Uh, so now we have the zirconia specially made for the veneers like the EZneers. And there is also Biomix Lazy Connect used with it to help bonding. And the EZneers, the Lazy Connect covers the bonding surface of the zirconia with a crime, how to say, ceramic, like the ceramic compares uh, composition that is easy to bonding, and there be changing the bonding surface of zirconia and making it strong. Okay, we can see. This is a line of the least connect, and we will spread the least connect on the zirconia bonding surface. And after one-time centering, the centered lazy connect on the surface of the zirconia is into a lithium disilicate coating, and which completes the modification of the zirconia surface. And the lithium disilicate on the surface is same as the glass ceramics, and is density is lower than than the glass ceramics. So after the bonding surface has the laser connect, and we can be trimmed according to the clinical bonding of the glass ceramics. So after what's the meaning of that? Like after we spring the laser connect and after centering, the bonding surface is from the zirconia to become the uh, glass ceramics. So our doctors can use the same way to exit and bonding like the glass ceramics. And next we can see a video and to see how it works. Yeah, and this is over laser connects. And before we use, we need to put all the parts and shake. If we use the first time we used, we need to shake this material for 1 minute. And next we need to check the restoration. And next clean the restorations with the air gun or the waters, and to make the bonding surfaces clean. And we put the veneers on the centering plant. And next we need to spray the laser connects, and the space of the spring space is 10 to 50 cm, and spring 1 or 2 times. And after spring, we will see the surface like this. And next, we need to clean the powder on the margin lines. And next, we will centering the laser connects. And for now, we're changing the centering programs. We only use one centering programs is enough. And after centering, we can see the bonding surface is very shining. That this layers is our laser connects. And next, we also need to check the margin line. And finally, we stain and glaze. So this is the way like when we use the EZneers. First, we need to clean the veneers and put the veneers on the bonding on the centering plant. And the next, we spring the laser connect 1 or 2 times, 1 or 2 layers on the bonding surface. And next, after centering, we will get the final result. We will get the laser connect bonding surface. And our lazy connect bonding surface, the thickness of the lithium disilicate coating is only 6 to 10 micromillimeters. So the thickness is very thin with the lithium disilicate coating. So it will not affect the how to say the space of the teeth or teeth with the abutment. And also after the under the EDS shows that we found the silicon elements under the EDS. So this part is very important that because it will works with the bonding glue. So after that, we'll say that we make zirconia veneers, but the bonding surface is the glass ceramics. And also under this seam, we can see the first picture is only the zirconia surface. And in the middle of the pictures is the after we spring laser connect and after centering. And finally is after centering, after spring laser connect and after exit. Yeah. And this is the some compares with the normal with the some different some different materials. Like this part is compared with the laser connect with laser connect and the glass ceramics. Yeah. And also after this time I will I think I will send the comparison to you. And this is the different like the first picture shows the first picture oh sorry, the first picture is the cornea surface, and next is after how say after spring but not centering, and finally it's centering. We can see the bonding surface is different. This part is not shining, and this part is becomes shining. And we also compared with the Emax, the glass ceramics, and we used the 9.5 HF to exit 20 seconds. Yeah, and in the middle part, we use the 9.5 HF to exit 120 seconds. And the third pictures, we use the zirconia with the laser connect, and we also use the 9.5 HF to exit 90 seconds. And we can see under the SIM, under the EDS, they will get the same result. This part is the EZneer works, the Lisi Connect works. So it just change the bonding surface, change the bonding surface from the zirconia to glass ceramics. So our doctors didn't need to change, don't need to change uh, their exit way or bonding way, just like Emax, just like glass ceramics bonding. Okay, and after we spring the laser connect, we will use our biologic stain and glaze to stain. Because for the veneers, usually when we make the veneers and also use the EZneer to make veneers, the patients just want to white and more translucent. So we only need to brush a thin layer of the glaze is enough. And if they want to get more translucency and the essential part, we also can use the 3D glaze, or we can use some special colors like the black color, the blue one, or blue two colors to make the essential part looks more translucent. Yeah. And finally, it's also some real cases, and this one is made by the EW case. And this girl is how say a star on the TikTok, and is a singer on the TikTok. And finally, one is we made with a professor with the Peking University, and we make the all the make the with the EW, also make with the EW, and to cover the dark colors. And also this one which also changed our gluteal surface. And we can see this is the result. And these two cases are all made, maybe I think uh, 2020, uh, 2020 years. It's from here is 2 years, and it's also very suitable, and the color is also very good, and no cracked, and not loose bonding, and because the is also because the high strength and also high bonding strength. Okay. Okay, and this is all the things that I want to uh, how to share, and we communicate with everyone. Yeah, and maybe everyone maybe have some question with the EZneer and also with the Lisi Connect.